One of the best decisions that I have ever taken in my entire life is deciding to go study abroad. Studying abroad in Australia for the past 2.5 years has completely transformed the way I see the world, and it has completely changed my life. In this video, I am going to share with you 3 most important and unexpected lessons that I have learned ever since I come to Australia as an international student. What's up guys, my name is Shintao. I am an accounting and finance student in my final year based in Melbourne. I make some YouTube videos sharing my experiences as an international student here. Sometimes I make some vlogs, sometimes I make finance video, and I'm still exploring what I like to make videos about. So if you would like to see more, please click subscribe right now and let's dive right in. The unexpected lesson number 1 that I have learned ever since I come to study in Melbourne alone is independency. So I came to study in Australia here when I just turned 19 years old. That time, so many things was new to me. I couldn't even communicate with people properly. I did not even know how to fly and do transit from one airplane to another because from Cambodia to Melbourne there was no direct flight. I had to transit in Singapore for maybe 2 hours. But luckily I met one kind Cambodian guy who kind of take me under his wing, and then I just follow him from one airplane to another like a little dog. But yeah, I made it to Melbourne. Living in Melbourne alone here was also a big struggle for me because back home my mom cooked food for me. There were people who worked for me and clean my room and all that, so everything was completed for me, and I just go to school every day, study, and then come back home and just eat and sleep, basically everything like that. I was kind of so lazy, I didn't know how to do anything. But coming to Melbourne here, I had to do my own laundry, clean my room, cook my food, and go to university, wake up by myself. Everything combined together is just so much. And I also had to find job as well because I don't want to spend my country's currency here, which is very expensive if we do that. So I had to juggle so many things from study to living here to working as well, and then do everything by myself basically. Talking about studies also, right? In my country it was different, or probably not only my country, but high school students usually have someone the teachers would force you to do homework. They check up on you if you study or not. They'll see if you did your homework or not. But in Australia here, and specifically in university, it is completely different. You become completely independent. The teachers will just post all the lessons online, and then you have to just watch them maybe 4 to 8 hours every week, and then do all the reading by yourself. The textbook is this thick. I've never read that thick of a textbook before, and they just give you some homeworks to do. You can do it if you want to, and if you don't want, it's up to you. And then at the end of the semester you have to take a final exam, and each semester is only 12 weeks long, which is so short to me. Each semester we also have to take 4 units, so everything was so concentrated within that 12 weeks. There is so much pressure for us as an international student, and also as the first year as well. So after coming to Australia for 1 month, I found my first job. It was being a barber, cutting the guy's hair. Some of you might ask why did I choose barbering? Let me explain. Before I come to Australia, I knew exactly that I am going to work. I don't know what job, but I learned barbering in my country maybe 3-4 months before coming here, because at least it gave me some skills, at least it gave me some kinds of confidence that I'm going to earn some money. I have some skill to provide on the table. I had no idea what I was doing. I just learned how to do barbering, and surprisingly, I got a job as a barber. Money-wise, it was not that great at the time. I was doing the quick barbering, so you don't really see the style of the guy's hair. It's kind of short haircut, maybe a bit of styling only, and it costs the customer $10, and I get half of that. The other half go to the owner. So I was not earning good money at the time, but I was new here, so it's not really a big problem. I just want to do something, and I also had some money from back home, maybe a few $1,000s that time, maybe 5,000. But yeah, the first few months that I came here, I learned so much because I had to make so many decisions by myself. From what time to wake up, should I go to uni, should I go to work, should I choose this job or not, should I continue working there, should I find another job, and all that teach me to become very independent, because I had to make so many decisions from day to day. From who I had to hang out with to who I should be friends with, I had to learn all that again by myself, because this is a new country to me. Everything was new, everything was so hard. So it's been a long journey, but 2.5 years later, I'm still very happy about it that I made that decision to come here, because right now, comparing to my 2.5 years ago, I am a completely different person now. Unexpected lesson number 2 is learning how to do my own budgeting, meaning managing my own money. Back home in my country, my parents would just allow me to take however much money that I want and spend on whatever I want to spend on. So I did not know anything about money, not much. I just like take it, save some, spend some. It was not great. Ever since I came here, I came with me like I think maybe $5,000 or $7,000 only, and I had to use those money to pay for my rent, bills, phone, new clothes, maybe food, and everything from small things to like big things in life. But since I'm already here in Melbourne, I feel guilty spending my parents' money because the minimum wage in my country is about maybe 2 to 500 US dollar per month, and here I can earn it within like 1, 2, 3 days of working only. It is so much easier to earn money here than in my country, so I decided to work here and earn money. After working as a barber for a few months, I found a new job in a sushi restaurant, and my job was to like make sushi by hand. The main reason that I changed was because the money was better. They paid me about $20 something per hour, so it was significantly better than the place that I worked before. That time I was working so hard. I was working like 40 hours per week, 10 hours per day, on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Saturday, Sunday they pay like higher by 25% and 50%. So each week I was earning approximately 1,000 Australian dollar. It is a lot of money compared to where I came from. So I worked so hard, I studied so hard as well. Within that $1,000, right, I had to spend some of it on my rent, my bill, electricity and stuff like that. My rent was about $800 per month. So I work 1 week, I can kind of like pay 1 week of rent, and then I have 3 weeks of salary left to spend on whatever things that I want to. So I spend it on eating out, buying some new things, maybe new clothes, and then buy some food, grocery and stuff like that. But it was not that much. Maybe approximately I have about 2 weeks of salary left. So I used that money to build up all my rent money for the next few months, so I can have like some security. I have some emergency fund, and then I start to build like my investment saving. And one of the things that I really want to do before I come here is investing in the stock market. It has always been my interest, and that's why I study accounting and finance. So I start saving up, and then I just start investing in Australian companies little by little, and it has built up until now. All of these was possible because I come to study abroad in Australia. Imagine I was in Cambodia, I would never do something like this because I would never earn this much money, and I would never think of earning money in my country. But coming here, because the money is easier to earn as a student, I just earn money, and then I know how to like manage my own money. So this is another big lesson. The unexpected lesson number 3 that I have learned ever since I come here is appreciating the little things in life. Living in Melbourne alone here has allowed me to see the world from a different angle. I was forced to grow up in a completely different environment with so many people from many countries around the world, and not so many Cambodian, because where I live there are not many Cambodians. Even the class that I take, there were not so many people from my country as well. So I was forced to kind of like communicate and grow up in a new environment with so many things that could teach me new things in life. I had to do everything by myself because my parents are not here to do it for me, and I was forced to look at my life and evaluate my own future, what I should do and how I should move forward. I had to decide on whether I should go to play game, go to sleep, go to work, or should I just like cook my own food, should I go eat out? All these things combined together, it adds up a lot. Looking back, while I was in high school, all I had to care about was studying. My parents did everything for me. Coming here, I had to like earn money to support myself, do everything by myself. So I can see what happened before. Looking back from where I am right now, I know how hard it was. I know how hard my parents had to work to support me to where I am today. Right now, every single thing that I see it differently. Small things like having your parents close to you, your brother close to you, and then having everyone in the family coming down to sit on the same table, eating the same dinner, is one of the things that I just did not see important before. But right now, I see it differently. It is one of the most important things. It is one of the best things that you could ever ask for. And this is just one of the many examples. If you are with your family right now and then you're planning to study abroad also, please look around you and appreciate what you have right now, because what you have right now might not be important to you right now, but a few years from now you would see things very differently and you would appreciate a lot more. So here's my final thoughts. I can say that if you're planning to leave home, right now is the best time to go and say I love you to your parents, or probably just have a cup of coffee or tea with them or with your family as a whole. and maybe appreciate things a bit more. Because once you leave home, everything will never be the same again. You will become a new person, a new version of yourself that sees things differently, that would appreciate things differently, and you will learn a lot more. So learn from my lessons, prepare yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally so that you can come to study abroad or move out comfortably. And if you wonder how my life was like when I was working, like I told you about just now, I made a vlog right here that you can just watch. It is very like realistic and entertaining. So yeah, I'll see you there.